The scientific community just refuses to accept creationism and intelligent design. There's this huge conspiracy and push to prevent any of them from coming in. Now, how many times have you guys heard this stupid freaking argument? It's to the point where I'm tired of it. It seems to be that these people don't get the real reason, or maybe they do and they're just trying to be confuse the issue on it. I have no idea. But I hear this all the time that the scientific community just refuses to accept creationism, that if it attacks Darwinism or scientism, whatever, it will be rejected because Darwinism has to be the correct, true thing, and the scientific community will not allow any objections or refutations to it because it's an entirely biased thing, and they refuse. And there's a huge problem with this, and that's that the other side has no other explanation. They don't have the evidence. The arguments they try to use against evolution are being falsified, being proven false. They've been shown wrong countless thousands of times, and yet they use the exact same frickin' arguments over and over and over and over again. And of course they're going to be refused. You can't keep repeating the same refuted arguments and expect a different result. Isn't it, I think, the definition of insanity, trying to do the same thing over and over despite failing? Expecting a different result many times later? I don't get it. Some of the arguments, I just watched a debate with Myers, and the arguments tried to use against him were so bad, and I've heard them so many times before, and I'm sitting here thinking, are they really trying to use these arguments again? Yet they do. They've been using the same arguments for 50, 40 years now. They still use the probability argument, which I'm going to make a video on at some point. I just need to figure out how to visualize that, since it's really just a bunch of numbers. They're still using the Cambrian explosion argument, and so on. And these are things that have been refuted and shown wrong, and they've been shown why they are wrong multiple times. It's not just, you could say, creationists could say, well, they just don't accept evolution because it's been shown wrong. And that's just the thing. If they showed the understood evolution, it could show why it was wrong without strawmanning or using points that are refuted. They would be correct, if that evolution just keeps using the same arguments. But the thing is, they don't have the evidence. None of the things they've shown are true. They can be refuted with a 5-second Google search. Can show you many of their arguments are wrong. Yet they will still use the same arguments. It gets really tiresome, I guess, over time. You have to face the fact, creationists, intelligent design proponents. The reason the scientific community doesn't accept your ideas is because they're wrong. Because you don't understand the material. You don't understand what you're trying to refute. You're trying to refute something without understanding what you're refuting. And yes, I've heard people say that they don't need to have the understanding of science to refute it, to know it's wrong. That's like saying to a particle physicist that you don't need to understand physics and whatnot to know that some idea in physics is completely wrong. You need to understand what you're refuting to be able to refute it. Otherwise, you're just making yourself look to be a fool. We might go into specific arguments used, but this is just an overall one that just ticks me off. idea that because their nonsense isn't accepted, it's because scientific community is just biased. Well, it's not. If you want to refute evolution, show you know understand what the evolution states. Show what you understand the material. Show that you can actually show where it's wrong, not just touting out tired old arguments. Sorry for the rant, but I guess it seems to be the only kind of videos I can do right now. I got another one in the work that hopefully will be better. I just need to get it worded and done in such a way that gets to be the exact way I want it. Oh well.